Mr. Valinsky.
He's not here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Zabel.
Here.
Ms. Himmelheim.
Here.
Mr. Pratt.
Here.
Mr. Creedy.
Here.
And our first item of business is to approve the minutes of the April 11th, 2018 meeting. So do I have a motion to approve those?
I'll make a motion to approve the April 11th minutes.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. Any corrections, additions, or corrections? I wasn't present at that meeting, so I'll be abstaining, but go ahead and call the roll.
Okay, Mr. Creedy.
Yes.
Mr. Pratt.
Yes.
Ms. Himmelheim.
Abstain.
Mr. Zabel.
Yes.
Motion carries. We have no items of old business that are brought forward, other than to note that the land use plan has been approved by the trustees. And we have one item of new business, which is a zone change request from M2 Restricted Industrial to C2 PUD General Commercial for a property located at 0 Sylvania Avenue. Do you want to walk us through that item?
The subject property of this request consists of an undeveloped 5.18 acre lot located on the southeast corner of Sylvania Avenue and Her Road, with most of the lot's street frontage along Her Road. The applicants are requesting a change in zoning from M2 Restricted Industrial to C2 PUD General Commercial Plan Unit Development for the purpose of constructing a nearly 10,000 square foot church with possible building additions in the future. The C2 General Commercial Zoning classification is the only zone district that allows for place of worship or semi-public use as a permitted use. All the A&R districts and the C1 Neighborhood Commercial District require an approved conditional use from the Sylvania Township Board of Appeals for this use. The applicant has applied for a C2 PUD to alleviate the potential concerns nearby residents may have regarding the intensity of many of the permitted uses allowed in a straight C2 district. The proposed site plan shows the main building sited on the northern third of the property closest to Sylvania Avenue and includes 3 possible future wing additions. A 40-space parking lot in the center of the lot would have a single access drive to Her Road. Future additional parking, if needed, would extend the parking lot southward. Future plans also include a 7,600 square foot fellowship hall to be located beyond the parking area on the southern third of the parcel, as well as a 300 square foot storage shed east of the parking area near the eastern property line. The applicant has stated that the hall would be used for church-related activities and not rented out commercially. At the time of application, the 2007 Sylvania Township Land Use Plan was still in effect. That plan advocated business park uses for this area of the township. The major characteristics of these uses were defined as, quote, professional offices, research facilities, and related uses, generally larger commercial uses along major highways or thoroughfares, providing sales and services oriented to customers from inside and outside the region. Buildings include single and multi-tenant. Professional offices are also included, end quote. Corresponding zoning districts were C2, C4, and M1. Since that time, the 2018 Sylvania Township Land Use Plan has been approved and enacted. The new plan recommends business park/light industrial uses here, defined as, quote, professional offices, research facilities, and related uses in individual buildings or office park/campus settings. May also include larger commercial uses along major highways or thoroughfares, distribution centers, warehouses, light and restricted industrial uses, and supportive facilities such as hotels. Corresponding zoning districts are C4 and M1. One issue that came out of the recent adoption process of the new land use plan was the concern of diminishing acreage in the township suitable for large commercial or industrial development needed to maintain a sufficient tax base. This subject parcel is a 5-acre corner lot that is potentially part of a future 20-acre parcel with frontages on Sylvania Avenue and Her Road. The proposed PUD meets all open space, coverage, setback, and other requirements of the Sylvania Township zoning resolution. Should the PUD be approved, the project would have to adhere to the 40 conditions of approval presented in the Lucas County Plan Commission staff report of April 25, 2018. Zoning staff recommends denial of the requested zone change for the parcel located at 0 Sylvania Avenue. parcel number 78298080, from M2 restricted industrial to C2 PUD for the following reasons. One, the proposed zone change is not compatible with the recommendation of the Sylvania Township Land Use Plan 2018, which calls for business park/light industrial uses, nor the corresponding districts to that use. It is consistent with the zoning, but not the intent of the 2007 Land Use Plan as represented in the characteristics for business park. Two, the proposed zone change is inconsistent with the abutting uses to the south of light industrial. And three, the proposed zone change is not conducive to the township's need to preserve large acreage parcels capable of supplementing the tax base needed to maintain the quality of services expected by township residents and business owners. Who writes this stuff?
Okay. Is there anybody who would like to address the zoning commission on this issue? State your name and address so for the record.
Yeah, Greg Feller, Feller French and Associates, 1683 Woodlands Drive in Maumee. Obviously Darrell did a great job of summarizing everything, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of kind of what we were thinking or what the applicant was thinking. They were targeting kind of this end of Sylvania is kind of the area that they'd like to be in. And, with this particular corner in this area right here being labeled more of a commercial industrial area, they kind of thought that would be a good place for the church. And then the fact that the land's been for sale for 10 plus years, I believe, we kind of thought that was maybe an indication that, not sure if there's going to be a lot of commercial industrial out here, so certainly understand the township's desire to maintain the commercial industrial base. That's completely understandable. But like I say, land's been for sale for quite a while as industrial, commercial, hasn't sold yet, so the applicant kind of felt that this would be a good area for the church, good land. The reason we're asking for C2 is because that's the only classification that allows a church. And then obviously we're doing the PUD to make sure that the township knows exactly what we're going to build. Again, we understand the township's concerns about tax base and industrial land, but that was kind of where we're coming from on this.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there anybody else that would like to address the zoning commission? Doesn't sound like anybody. Any comments from the members of the zoning commission?
To the applicant, obviously there's a pretty high price tag on this land, and I know we don't really consider that, but I mean, that maybe over 10 years why it didn't sell. I don't know what the parcel sold for, where Ice Industries and that is.
Right.
I guess I could have looked them up.
And I have no idea what they bought it for. So
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know what the land's selling for.
Did they change it to M2, or was it M2 when they bought it?
The church, no, it was M2.
The applicant.
Oh, the applicant?
Yeah.
No, I believe it's M2 now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all M2 now.
But did they buy it as A4 farm?
No, it's been M2 for a long time. Yeah, the church, the applicant, the church people just earlier this year,
Sure.
looked to purchase it, so yes, it was M2 when they looked at it.
The purchase is contingent upon the zone change, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, they've got a contract.
I'm just saying, if these guys bought it as farmland and paid X, and then the water and sewer went in through, Lucas County money, and I think it was CIC,
Yeah.
community improvement money, developed all that, and then they got their zone changed to help make it M2. That's what I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, it was M2 when the church.
No, but the Suchkowskis, when they...
Oh, I have no idea.
All right.
I don't know.
I think it's been into a long
I
time.
think it's been into a long time.
Quarries and
I can
everything.
go and look it up if...
I was just wondering, because obviously they're sitting pretty if they bought it as farmland, and now it has an M2 classification.
I think a lot of that stuff with the quarries was always that way.
It maybe was.
Okay, nobody else wishes to address the zoning commission? Any other comments from members? I guess we need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We need a second? I'll second that. I guess the only comment that I would make is, we now have a land use plan, and we asked for a new land use plan for guidance, and it would seem inappropriate, given our very first test of something coming up against the land use plan, to not try to adhere to it. So I'm certainly sympathetic to the applicants, but we put a lot of time, effort, and resources of the township into developing a comprehensive long-range land use plan. And when we're being told, I think both by the Lucas County Planning Commission and our own staff, that this just is not consistent with the land use plan. That's sort of where I'm coming from. So if you want to call the roll, please.
Mr. Creedy?
No.
Mr. Zabel?
No.
Ms. Simon?
No.
Mr. Cox?
No.
Motion does not carry. Is there any other items for the good of the order?
No, but just again, if some of you didn't hear me, there's copies of the new land use plan, large copies and small copies, help yourselves. And I'll be sending out an electronic version next couple
You
days.
said right now there's no need for a June meeting.
Right.
I need a motion to adjourn, please.
that. Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. Call the roll.
Mr. Zabel?
Yes.
Ms. Simon?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Creedy?
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned.
Is this? Yeah. Yeah. Under zoning,